up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel we call Ride and Shine. What's happening, everybody? My name's Antonio, your designated driver of the YouTube airwaves for the next couple minutes, where I'll be talking about everything Grubhub related, DoorDash related, Postmates, Uber Eats, mostly delivery, courier-based gig economy apps. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I am chilling here in my house. Got the settings a little different today. Chilling in my crib on this rainy night. Took the entire day off. Had a lot to do. Sometimes you just got to take off and walk your dogs and handle your business, because I haven't had any days off before Thanksgiving, and not in quite a while. And Thanksgiving wasn't really a day you can use to take care of errands and stuff. I really needed to change the oil in my car. I gave it a nice wash, cleaned it up, had all the fluids checked. And I'm giving old Salvatore, that's what I call my car, Salvatore, man. That thing is like, never ever gives me trouble. Not in the 7 years that I've owned it. It just keeps running and running and running. Toyota Corolla, 2008. My big old Salvatore there, chilling out in the driveway, resting on this rainy Saturday night. Had to do a lot of Christmas shopping today. I had to get it done. It was either now or never. I just wanted to get it over with. I know Christmas is 3.5 weeks away, but I had to get it done, man. It was a perfect day to do it. Raining, pouring all night. I said, I'm going to sit this one out today. And did some shopping online mostly, but you know what? I had a great time getting out to the mall today. I was surprised, as a matter of fact. It was a fun experience. You know, you meet people, you talk to people. There was music, the Christmas decor, lights and trees, Christmas trees. There's something about that old way of shopping that, yeah, sometimes it gets crazy with the long lines, but for the most part, it sure beats sitting in front of a computer. There's nothing like randomly stumbling across things that you would not have otherwise put into a Google search bar, you know? When you have a hard time trying to find out what to get somebody, forget Amazon. Yeah, random ads pop up on the internet, but nothing like going to the mall and doing some window shopping and being surrounded by lights, music, and trees, Christmas trees. It really does infuse a sort of holiday cheer into you. I must say, it was a pretty rare experience, because I hardly go to the mall anymore. I used to go once a week. I go now maybe twice a year, you know. And they're renovating a lot of these malls out here where I live, trying to encourage people to get out and shop the old-fashioned way, you know. I bought some good tea, which I desperately needed. But back to business, guys. Back to business. Grubhub. I want to talk about Grubhub, man. A lot of guys have been commenting on this channel, asking me to give them updates on my whole sort of trial that I've been doing. If you haven't been watching previous videos, please go back and do. I discuss a lot of Grubhub Premier driver stuff in length and detail. And I wanted to take a whole week and drive as a Premier driver, calculate my earnings, and compare it to my earnings that I made back when I was driving as a pro and partner driver, which was about a month ago. I went back, I checked my emails, all my Grubhub daily earnings reports, and as of now, again, this is only 5 days. It's very possible that one may have a good week as a pro driver and a bad week as a Premier driver, but this week, I averaged $18 an hour with Grubhub, as opposed to just over $15 with Grubhub during an entire week last month driving as a pro driver. Now, I've always wanted to do this, but for the most part, my levels were always fluctuating between pro and Premier. So I never went an entire week where I was a Premier driver. Never. I would always reach Premier, and then I would dip down under 95% acceptance rate. So I never had that week or 2 weeks to record my daily earnings and my weekly earnings. Because if you're going to find out if you're making more money with Grubhub as a Premier driver, you can't do it in one day. You need to dedicate at least 2 weeks to this trial in order to find out what you're making consistently on average per given time frame, in that given time frame. Because you're going to have some bad days as a Premier driver. You can't just go by a day or 2 or 3. You need at least 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you one thing. Someone in my previous video made a really good point. They said that you are overworked as a Premier driver. Yes, you may make more money, but you're overworked. And I do find that to be the case. I've gotten a stacked order the other day, 3 orders for $5 and change. I made about $17 that hour, which wasn't, which was okay. It wasn't great. But who wants to, I think a lot of times Dispatch relies on Grubhub Premier drivers to bail them out whenever they get backed up with lowball offers. A lot of people refuse them. Nobody wants to do a lowball offer from time to time. So occasionally you're going to hit a point where Grubhub is backed up with them. And of course, they're going to go to the Premier driver because they know they're reliable, right? So if you're a Premier driver and you are experiencing this, where you're getting nothing but lowball offers, within an hour or two, it's probably because they're relying on you. But again, over the course of a week, 2 weeks, a month, you should make a whole lot more money with Grubhub. As I just said, $18 an hour I'm averaging. That's $3 more a day. That stuff adds up and accumulates. $3 more an hour. If you're working 6 hours, that's an extra $20 a day that you're making. So that's that. As for the stacked orders, I find that I get a lot of stacked orders that are low. And in order to ensure that Premier drivers are making what Grubhub promises, which is higher payouts, it's right on the app, guys. Go check it out. Higher payouts for as a Premier driver. It's right on the app. So in order to ensure that, they may give you a stacked order of like 3 lowball offers, and you'll make that 17, 18 an hour, but it's more work, more driving, more texting customers, more getting in and out of the car, more, attention being paid to drinks and whatnot, and more attention being paid to the app and figuring out who to go to first and last and all that. And a lot of drivers don't like that stuff, But there you go, guys. Week-long trial. I'm going to keep you all updated on this. I'm going to do it for a month. I'm going to see how much more money I make a month. It may very well be possible that I make, an extra $500 a month as a Premier driver. Now, what I'm doing is I'm making sure I accept everything. I don't want to dip below that 95%. This test is going to continue for a month. I'm going to keep you guys updated just to see how much more money you can make in a month, guys. Not in a day. You can't do it like that. You need at least a month to figure it all out. Anyways, guys, I'm going to finish my tea. I'm going to go find a nice warm spot on my couch there. I'm going to flip on the Netflix, put my feet up, kick my chair back, grab my nice popcorn that's in the microwave, probably getting cold by now. Hope you all are having a good weekend, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, I hope you guys are prospering and remembering to stop every once in a while and smell those roses, because your mind and body will thank you for it. This is Antonio, folks. Another edition in the books. Until next time, be well, be safe, keep riding, and keep shining, guys. I'm out.